Hello everyone, welcome to my video. Do you remember the year 2001? I'll never forget it as long as I live. Me and Mrs. Marie, I called her Big Mama Marie. She looked just like Loretta Young, but Big Mama Marie was real fat. And she had this huge black wart on her nose that she never had removed. The insurance company would have paid for it to be removed, but she didn't. And it stuck out about that far from her nose. Most horriblest thing you ever seen in your life. But we was out on the back dock in the building 38 at Lockheed Martin on the dock in 2001. And she said, hey. When I came out, I said, yeah, what's going on, Big Mama Marie? She said, John. I said, yeah. She said, Hickory, listen. And I said, well, what are you talking? She said, listen. I said, okay. Well, I listened. I didn't hear anything. She said, there's no airplanes. I said, what are you talking about, Marie? She said, John, look. Well, listen, in Grand Prairie, Texas, we had jets flying all the time, landing at DFW, coming in and everything. And I looked, people, there was no air traffic at all. Now listen, at Lockheed Martin, security came out with a fully automatic 30 caliber machine gun. They set up barricades all the way around Lockheed Martin, never forget it as long as I live. We had the United States Army, those helicopters, come in and they landed. And they had machine guns and everything else. And I thought, my God, what's coming? And then they called us all in and they told us, you can go ahead and leave. Don't worry about it. You're paid for the day. We're asking you to get to your residence and get off the streets as fast as you can. America is under terroristic attack. And we had security personnel walking around. My son tried to call me. Security answered and they told them, you have reached a United States military installation that is on complete lockdown. That's what they told my son. Well, we all ran. We got to the parking lot. And listen, man, you wouldn't believe. I mean, there's thousands of people that work there in Grand Prairie at the missile plant. And off a Great Southwest Parkway, and we couldn't get out of the parking lot. And security had to come out there and direct traffic to get everybody out of there. And I got on the freeways in Arlington, Texas, and there was no traffic. And they had military jets flying at treetop level right over the freeways. And I lived way outside the other side of Alvarado, Texas, to a little town called Sand Flat. I had a 3-acre hobby farm out there. And this is what I had to maneuver through. And we came through several areas where they stopped all traffic, and there was military personnel checking everybody's IDs and everything else. But it took me nearly 2 hours to get to my home in Sand Flat, Texas. And I'll never forget it as long as I live. I'll never forget the 2001 terrorist attack. And you know who done it? Hello? Are you listening to me? I'm trying to educate you. They were Saudi Arabians that had attacked the World Trade Center before. So what happened under the Democrat control in our country? Under Bush, who is nothing but a Democrat masquerading as a Republican. You heard me, I said it, I'm not ashamed of it all. YouTube don't like me saying it, but I don't give a hoot. You know what they did? They downplayed every bit of it. They didn't mention the Saudi Arabians and 85-year-old old grandma ladies all of a sudden, we had airport security, and all the white people and all the American citizens had to come in and strip down. Some of them even had to strip naked to be checked. Not the Saudi Arabians, people. They're the ones that hate America. They are not our friends. They're masquerading. They're getting military technology from our government. The Saudi Arabians hate the United States of America. They have attacked twice. The attack on 2001 on the trade centers was worse than Pearl Harbor. You know what Bush did? He flew the Saudi Arabian Muslims out of Washington, D.C. that were in their robes walking around. They squat down and use the bathroom on the floors or whatever. They don't even wipe. He flew them out of the nation. You know what he did? He said, oh, we got to invade Iraq. Saddam Hussein, people. Let's start Desert Storm. This is what Democrats do. They send you on a wild goose chase. And that's what the Bush family has done. Every one of the Bushes were against the people of the United States of America. They are for a one-world agenda right along with the Democrats. The Saudi Arabians are not our friends. And they're getting all kinds of military technology sent to them that they are sending to China and to Russia to counter the United States of America. President Trump is trying to undo all this. But friends, he can't just flip a light switch and everything change. I want you to think about what I've told you. I'm trying to educate you people. These were Saudi Arabians that hit our World Trade Centers 2 times. The last time was the worst since Pearl Harbor. And Saudi Arabia is thriving right now. They are thriving right now and laughing against the American citizens that they murdered on September the 11th, 2001. Hit the like button, subscribe, and Grandpa Hickory. YouTube don't like me talking like this. I've already received several warnings from them. But I want you to look at it, people. I'm trying to educate you. Look at it. Consider it, my friend. We are Americans. We need to stick together and unite under President Trump to end this in our nation. Saudi Arabia is our enemies.